Ariel Helwani for MMArated.com, being joined by Mauro Ranallo, my, I guess you can call him my role model in the world of broadcasting. Mauro, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. As you can see, we're enjoying the beautiful surroundings of the metropolitan city known as Stockton, California.
It's a beautiful place.
Right? I actually am quite surprised at how lovely the lush green landscape is, and the atmosphere right now is headed towards something magnificent. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I saw the golf courses,
Beautiful.
I saw the lovely lake and everything, but let's talk business.
Yes, let's get down to business.
We're here to cover the fights. Elite XC on CBS, number 2. Can you sell me as to why this show will be better than the first one?
From a competition standpoint, I think this show will have a lot more technical mixed martial arts, not taking anything away from the inaugural offering that we served up on May 31st, because that had a little bit of everything as well. I think from a casual fan standpoint, maybe not as much star power, you know, no Gina Carano, no Kimbo Slice, but when you look at the matchups that are coming your way on both Showtime and CBS, 7 great fights, 3 title fights. I'm excited about all of these matchups, especially when you take a look at Jake Shields, who has been kind of flying under the radar for a while now as one of the top 10 welterweights in the world, taking on Nick the Goat Thompson, who many people recall as being the only man to hand Eddie Alvarez a setback in mixed martial arts. These two are very, very similar, and I think we're going to see a very technical display of MMA for the welterweight championship, and I'm really looking forward to that fight, probably more than any other on the card.
Mauro, I must say, I feel like Murder Scene John Randine here, or John Pollock. I mean, you get right into that mode. I mean, I feel like we're on the set of Knockout News.
I agree that, you know, some people have the gift of the gab. Some people kiss the Blarney Stone. Well, you're looking at the Blarney Stone, people. By the way, how do you like the Hugo Boss, courtesy of my main man, Gus Johnson, the play-by-play voice of CBS Sports, and, of course, Elite XC on CBS. So, styling and profiling.
Is that an Affliction shirt?
No, this is an Echo Unlimited.
Oh,
this is another one of the perks you get for being with the Fight Network in Canada. They say that pimping ain't easy. Well, I think as Edge once put it, being sleazy ain't easy.
Yes, very nice. Mauro Ranallo, always dropping the dimes on us here.
Thank you.
Mauro, if you were a betting man, what would you say would be fight of the night come Saturday?
In terms of pure action, I think Antonio Silva and Justin Eilers are not going to waste any time in getting at it. A lot of people aren't really giving Justin Eilers much of a chance in this fight because they recall what happened with Andrei Arlovsky so many moons ago. This is a guy who has refocused on his fighting career. He has John Vaughn in his corner, who's worked with Evander the Real Deal Holyfield. Justin Eilers' boxing game has been rebuilt. He's won 10 of his last 11 fights. Of course, Antonio Silva, a lot of people are a little upset about what happened against Rico Rodriguez, where he lost, or he won via split decision, but didn't look typical vintage Antonio. He told us in the press conference, and don't tell his opponent this, but before the fight with Rico Rodriguez, he had a completely torn MCL. So for him to just even fight that fight was a testament of his courage and his desire and commitment to MMA. I'm thinking Justin Eilers is going to be proved to be a little more for Antonio Silva than a lot of people are giving him credit for, but I think Antonio Silva, like Brock Lesnar, for his size, very quick, very agile, and very, very talented. So I think that could be the action fight of the night. But again, I still think Shields and Thompson, for an overall view of what MMA is, should be the fight of the night.
The reaction when everyone found out that Justin Eilers would be the one facing Antonio Silva, especially online, was a little mixed.
Yes.
A lot of people thought, well, this isn't a top 10 heavyweight contender. Elite XC is trying to position itself as a #1 company in North America and the world. Your thoughts on the decision to put Eilers in that spot?
And well, before we get to that, we can't forget about Lawler versus Smith too. Obviously, see, to me, I already kind of look over that because I expect that to be almost a fight of the year candidate. So I was kind of trying to give the other fights on the card a bit of an opportunity to feel some of that love. But you talk about Justin Eilers being positioned as a challenger. I kind of equate it to what's going on in boxing. There is a dearth, really, of top heavyweight talents in boxing and in mixed martial arts. Justin Eilers, again, a gentleman who was once vied for the UFC heavyweight title, a guy, no matter how you cut it, has put together 10 of 11 wins, 10 wins in 11 fights, and I can already see the metamorphosis. He looks leaner, he looks stronger, and again, an opportunity has presented itself to Justin Eilers that he has a chance to become a superstar in one fight on Showtime, and it's up to him to answer that door of opportunity. And I mean, you look at it, Sergey Haratonov was approached, Alistair Overeem was approached. For whatever reason, they were unable to come to terms, so you have to go with what brings you to the dance, and Elite XC is trying to put together the most competitive fights, and I kind of hate when people say, this is a mismatch. In MMA, there really are no mismatches, because once the cage door closes, anything can happen.
Let me quickly ask you, because I saw you at the Affliction press conference when Donald Trump was announced.
Yes.
You dropped a little hint on me that you might be calling that show.
Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't see you last Saturday at the Honda Center in Anaheim, and there were a lot of stories that were being released.
There are a lot of stories going around about.
So clear the air.
Yeah, I'm going to clear the air.
Right?
Because the Fight Network was presenting it in Canada, I was approached by Affliction and Big John McCarthy to do the play-by-play for Affliction Band, the inaugural pay-per-view event last Saturday in Honda Center in Anaheim. Unfortunately, due to my contractual obligations to Elite XC on Showtime, I was unable to do the show. So, A, I wasn't fired. B, I was supposed to do it, contrary to what you might hear elsewhere. And C, it is what it is. And, I needed a break. I was glad to actually be to watch it on TV, and I thought Glazer, Trigg, and McCarthy did a great job, and we need more people involved in MMA as commentators, and waiting for this guy to get a shot one of these days.
I think we've got some good chemistry.
Yeah, I think it's going.
The powers that be, the Ranallo and Helwani show.
There we go, the Ranallo and the other guy show. I don't know if you deserve name, Ranallo, Helwani. I don't know about that yet. Ranallo and the other guy show coming soon to MMArated.com.
All right, well, he is Mauro Ranallo this Saturday night from the Stockton Arena, the voice of Elite XC. Don't listen to what everyone else said. This is the voice of Elite XC, Mauro Ranallo. Thank you very much for the time. Gracious as always. Catch him on Fight Network Radio's Sirius Channel 98, the best in the business.